Hi. Um, so I want to share with you the story behind Clancy Care Counselling. So first of all, I want to start with the name. So I got married 6 years ago nearly, and my surname became Clancy. So it was pretty obvious that I wanted that in the name. And then counselling, because I think that's what I do. And you might hear the word psychotherapist, but counselling is, I think it's a nicer word of where we are rather than psychotherapist. So it can put people off. So I done a lot of research and I asked a lot of friends and nurses what they thought of counselling rather than psychotherapy. And there's a nice ring to Clancy Care Counselling. So the care has to do with, if you look at my logo, it's my hands. And the care is about me, because all my life, really, since I was 19 when I started working in a nursing home. So care has been part of my life. Even before that, I volunteered and worked, but it's always been about people. I've always worked with people, so that's where the care came from. So Clancy Care Counselling sounds better than Clancy Care's psychotherapy. Just has a nice ring to it. So my logo. So I googled care images, and hands came up. I thought, I like that. I like the fact that it's you're supporting someone. So if you see in my logo, there's two hands together, but there's a space between them. And so I'm there to support you and listen to you, but it's your story. So that's part of it as well. The candle is about hope and giving light to others. And I've had a lot of people's interpretation of what they see, but the nicest one I ever got was you're passing the light on to someone. So when we're anxious or down, or our world is filled with worry, it feels very dark and very heavy. So the light is hope. And the blue, I use the blue because I love, I wear aquamarine and I love the sea, so it just is a comforting colour. So that's why I done that. I've worked for a long time in organisations, and I wanted to set up my own practice because I wanted to decide what I do, what I use, the style that I am. That's what I wanted to do. And for me, counselling has, even before, I went to counsellor years and years ago when I was finishing my training to be a nurse, and I was terrified at the responsibility that I was going to have, that I'm going to be looking after people. Although I've been doing it for a long time, at that stage I think it was about maybe 9-10 years experience of working as a carer, a healthcare assistant, nursing auxiliary, in a variety of different settings. Sorry. So I went for CBT, and CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy, it helped me. But it was like a sticking plaster, and it helped me go over that stage of my life. But then I went to other therapists towards the end of my nursing career. I had made mistakes and all the past. It was like basically this wall had. So I had all this underlying anxiety and stress from growing up in the Troubles, and I didn't recognise it. I didn't recognise. Sometimes people, if someone's stressed, maybe if you've got a friend or a relative who's stressed, you recognise it before they do. Well, I had no idea that I was stressed and I was anxious. And then, as I said, I ended up in an abusive relationship. And going to counselling really helped me. And becoming involved, being part of Women's Aid and the Journey to Freedom, really empowered me to be myself And I'd always wanted to do counselling, but I didn't have I was like, have to look at yourself, oh God, I don't want to do that. But then I met my husband, Kieran, and he really has transformed my life. And it's like, you can do whatever you want to do. And that solid belief and the importance of, saying no to people and looking after yourself was kind of there right from the beginning. And so when my nursing career was coming to an end, because I was making mistakes, it just seemed logical. And when I was doing my nurses training, the communications teacher we had to do a live video, and it was recorded, and she said, you have, to me and my friend, you really have something special. So if you ever decide to change careers, think about counselling. And so it was Kieran gave me that space, belief and support that allowed me to do counselling and to look at myself, because he had my back. And I think when you're in a relationship with someone who is so powerful in you, it makes a difference. So that's kind of what brought me to counselling. So that's the story behind Clancy Care Counselling. And I hope so. Counselling has really made a difference to me. It's helped me to identify things that help. So mindfulness, but most importantly, listening to you. And that's really what therapy is about. Is it easy? No, it's not. Because it's this realization of the things, we get insight into maybe where, well, I could have done that differently. But it's an acceptance of who you are. And I meet so many amazing people. So if you're interested, pick up the phone. You can email me. Whatever way you're comfortable with. But what I will say is, if you're wanting to come to counselling, if you think a relative needs to come, they need to pick up the phone and they need to talk to me, because you have to be committed to coming to counselling, the process. Or even if you need one session just to, you feel like you've nowhere to go and you just need to let off steam. You want to have practice some mindfulness with me, we can do that. That's the thing. I would say I've got a big toolbox. There's a lot of different things in there. So I can listen, even if you just want to come for one session. So you can give me a call on 0834137998, or you can email me at info@hereforyou.ie, and I will get back to you. Okay, bye.